What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, looking at the final couple of cards coming out of the Duelist Pack 19. We got ourselves a brand new field spell for Bandit Keith that supports Dark Machine monsters, and we have an Ancient Gear trap as well. So this card, what you guys are looking at here, this is Heavy Metal Raiders, which obviously is paying homage to the second booster set in Yu-Gi-Oh! History called Metal Raiders. That set gave us some Bandit Keith support, most notably Barrel Dragon, which that was a fantastic card back in the day. I wasn't playing quite when Metal Raiders came out. I was playing when Magic Ruler came out a few months later. So let's go ahead and look at the card. It says the first time each Dark Machine monster you control would be destroyed by battle each turn. It is not destroyed, and if you take battle damage from that battle, that monster gains equal attack of that amount. So that's actually not that bad. I don't think that it works with a lot of the Dark Machine archetypes. Some of the ones I can think of off the top of my head, I'm not going to count Cosmo because only some of the ships, like I think Slip Rider is light, plus it doesn't include the pilot. So Argenix is Dark Machine, Gimmick Puppet is Dark Machine, Cyber Darks. I feel like this really only could work in Cyber Darks out of those archetypes that I named, because Cyber Darks naturally do that with their equip cards as well. So if I had, I don't know, a Cyber Dragon Horn on the field or something like that, I could possibly see me having an equip to it and me having this field spell in which you'd have to kill my monster in battle 3 times in a turn to finally get rid of it, and there's a likelihood that the monster would be getting stronger as well. But I kind of feel like I just wish it was protection from like card destruction like Torrential and Regeki and shit like that. I don't really want battle destruction because, I don't know, a lot of these Barrel Dragons and shit are already big enough to where your opponent shouldn't be running them over, but whatever. It says once per turn, if a monster you control whose original attribute and type are Dark and Machine destroys a card or cards on the field by battle or own card effects, you can special summon 1 Dark Machine monster from your hand. That seems really lackluster. They're saying that if you use one of your like Barrel Dragons or Blowback Dragon or the new Barrel Dragon, if you blow up a card on your opponent's side of the field, then you get to just special summon another dragon. I don't know. It seems kind of like overextension. I mean, if you're really trying to kill your opponent that turn, fine. It is a nice way to get those monsters out of your hand, but this card just seems incredibly lackluster. Like, the first effect should have protected, like, these monsters are strong enough to where they should not be getting ran over by battle. So I don't know, I would have rather them be protected from card effects. And then the second effect just seems, again, kind of lackluster. If it was like summon from the deck, okay, you got me. Like I'll always take a summon from deck effect, or even summon from like the graveyard, because now you're just using your resources and you're getting more value out of them. But I don't know, summoning from the hand just seems like not really all that great. And then the Ancient Gear trap card, which I was just highly disappointed. For starters, before I even read this, for Ancient Gears to have a trap, a deck that wants to seriously OTK, because most of the time when I play Ancient Gears on stream, and keep in mind, Dueling Book still doesn't have Ancient Gear Fusion yet, but most of the time when I win with the deck, it's through like limiter removal or power bond or using the Ancient Gear Hounds effect to go into like Chaos Giant and kill my opponent with that. So I don't understand why a deck that really wants to be aggressive, like most fusion decks from Arc V, even though Ancient Gears are from GX, they were featured in Arc V. That's where they got a whole bunch of cards. Like most of these Arc V fusion decks, you know, Fluffles, Lunalights, they want to be super aggressive. Like they're based around OTKing, not grinding your opponent. And this card kind of fits the OTK nature, but not really, because it's a trap. It says competition cross dimension. It's a normal trap card. Wow, it's not even a continuous trap. I don't know why the first time I thought that this was a continuous trap. Alright, it says target 1 Ancient Gear monster you control. Banish that target. The monster banished by this effect returns to the field during the next standby phase until the end of the turn. The attack is doubled. If an Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound you control would be destroyed, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Alright, so number 1, it doesn't protect all your Ancient Gear monsters. It only protects Golem and Ultimate Pound, so okay. Number 2, it's a trap, so it's slow as shit. Number 3, it's kind of just gimmicky in nature, because I lose my monster until the end of the turn, but you're telling me that like I have to kill my opponent right then and there, because I only get that monster's doubled attack until the end of the turn. It's not even permanent. So I don't know, maybe if you have that plus like limiter, you can pull off some dank stuff, but I just don't like this card. Like, why couldn't it just be a continuous spell that could be activated during both players' turns? Like, why couldn't it be, hell, why isn't it a continuous trap? Like, why can't I use it over and over again? Because I'm thinking about how to use this to, like, dodge, to, you know, Regeki or something like that, but I only get one shot at it, which you shouldn't need more than one shot, but I just don't like this card. Like, no one's gonna play this card. It's slow. It only gives protection. If it gave protection to, like, every Ancient Gear monster, maybe, because then you could play, I guess, like, Foolish Burial Goods with it, which Foolish Burial Goods is actually not bad in Ancient Gears because you can use the catapult from the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. But this card is just, this card's ass, and I'm sorry if you think it's good. Please explain it to me, because I honestly think that I think this card's hot garbage, and I think this card is mediocre at best. So I don't know, like 2 out of 10 and 4 out of 10, I guess, would be like the ratings that I give these cards. I don't think that they're very good at all. But if you guys disagree, let me know. This card is at least somewhat like feasible in Cyber Darks or possibly in Barrel. I just don't think they need this protection, so I think this card's kind of trashy too. Anyways, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications for daily videos.